Guys, we're live, It's the kid, 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 it's the kid. As you can see here, this is what we're rolling with right now, okay? This is my mandate. This is what we roll with going into the future right now. Best believe that this is how I'm rolling. This is what we're rolling with, man. So we're in, man. All right, guys. What's up? I was just doing a few things behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. I was doing a few things behind the scans. So we're gonna have a good show. Now, is that dude footy troll in here? Because the whole point of this is that we're trying to do the Ibrahimovic breakdown. We're trying to do the Ibrahimovic breakdown. And that can only be done if that dude known as Thingy is around. So where is that dude known as Footy Troll? Because I don't know what the dude is, man. Oh, so sorry. Oh, wow. So sorry. So quick super chat here from JJ Samuel. They are killing our people in South, bro. I was hearing something about this. Now, I do not know too much of the details, but I was hearing something about these South Africans and Nigerians going to war, but specifically South Africans in Nigeria. But JJ, I don't know all the details, but I'm definitely going to find out much more. But look, that's it. That's a whole other conversation to be had, and that is like something that was very, very deep. But to be said, that's just extremely unfortunate indeed, man. Extremely unfortunate indeed if that, of course, is happening. So for the show, man, look, man, we're gonna be discussing a few things, man. We're gonna be talking really about this whole ultras thing, Inter ultras defending the Cagliari. I think that has pretty much been the big kind of news thing that has come out. So remember, guys, we're in the international break. It's you know what? They should actually change it into the international break because I love internationals. I don't love friendlies, But I suppose this is when they're going to be playing the international games and all that kind of stuff. But look, I'm not the biggest fan of these internationals and everything. But they have to happen. They have to go. So it is what it is. As I say, it is what it is. As I say. Sorry. As I say, no, they are. So so if it qualifies, it's you can't say anything there. If it qualifies, you can't say anything. Just that whenever they have to play these other things like friendlies during the middle of the season, that's just stupid. That's just completely and utterly stupid. So Germany and Holland are in the same group. Wow, I don't know that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be So look, So basically, Germany, Holland. I'm definitely gonna be covering that game for sure. Definitely gonna be covering that game for sure. Yo, Fortune, what up, baby? What up, baby? What's happening, man? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? So we're gonna talk about this whole Inter Milan thing. We touched upon it a bit on the football dogger, very slightly on the football dogger, but I want us to go into a bit more detail pertaining to Icardi's move to PSG. I think that's definitely something that I definitely want to talk upon because also Icardi as well as Navas' move, because it doesn't mean that PSG are gonna win the Champions League. Who cares about the Uber Eats? No one cares about Uber Eats. It's illegal. And they win that in sleep. That because we are trying to dissect and say, is Icardi the key to them winning the CL? Is he the key to them winning? And how big of an acquisition is Keylor Navas? And did Zidane really screw up selling Keylor Navas? Those are the kinds of things I want us to pretty much discuss, dissect, and do all those things there. So look, man, let's just get right down to it, man, because this is pretty much what I can't even believe when I read this, I was like, really? So let's get down to it right now. So all right, now hopefully that should be big enough for you guys. So this is on footballitalia.net, man. So let me roll that in through like that. So Inter Ultras have leapt to the defense of Cagliari fans after they were racially abused. Romelu After Romelu Lukaku describing their monkey chants as a way to help their team. So let's just read what these clowns wrote. They call themselves Inter Ultras, but for the purpose of the show, I'm going to call them the Inter Bricks. So this is what these clowns wrote. Hi Romelu. So that's quite nice. We are writing you on behalf of Cover Nord. Yes, the guys who welcomed you at your arrival in Milan. Why do you need to put that in there? We welcomed you, so therefore, shut. We're really sorry you thought that what happened in Cagliari was racist. It was racist, you clowns. You have to understand that Italy is not like many other North European countries where racism is a real problem. From the Italians I've spoken to, they say that racism is a real problem. But there you go. We understand that it could have seemed racist to you, but it is not like that. Nah, bro, I think it's racism globally. So yeah, in Italy, we use some ways to help our teams and try to make our opponents nervous. Oh, not for racism, but to mess them up. So to try and mess up players, you try and be extremely racist towards them, even though we know of the very sensitive and very dark history that racism has in this world. Interesting, because of the game of fishness. We are a multi-ethnic fans organization, and we have always welcomed players from everywhere. However, we've always used that way with other teams' players in the past, and we probably will in the future. We are not racist, and so are not the Cagliari fans. You have to understand that in all Italian stadiums, people cheer for their teams, but at the same time, they used to cheer against their opponents, not for racism, but to help their own team. These guys sound like a bunch of Neanderthal morons. I can't remember the last time I read anything so stupid. Let's continue. Please consider this attitude of Italian fans as a form of respect for the fact they're afraid of you. For the goals you might score against their teams, and not because they hate you or they're racist. True racism is a completely different story, and all Italian football fans know it very well. BS. When you declare that racism is blah 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 blah. Let's just last few things. The fight for real racism has to begin in schools, not in the stadiums. Fans are just fans, and they behave in different ways when inside the stadium as opposed to when they are in real life. So fans should be allowed to be racist in stadiums because that's not their real self. So when fans are being insulting towards you, don't take it as being real. That's just them being football fans. I guarantee you that what they do or say to an opponent, player of another race, is not what they would ever say to someone they would meet in real life, which is a pile of crap because they would say the stuff in real life because I have people told me that these Italian people are racist. Not all, but certain people. Italian fans may not be perfect, and we can understand your frustration with these expressions, but they are definitely not meant to be racist. Once again, welcome, Romelu. I can't remember the last time I read so much crap in my life. Really. That's the thing. I can't remember the last time that I actually read so much crap in my life. I mean, I don't even know what to say. What do you even say to that? Like, how do you even respond to that? It's like these Inter fans. Do you know the worst thing is? You would think that your own fans would be supporting you. That's what you would think, that at the very least, my fans would be the guys who are supporting me. But the craziest thing is that you now have these Inter fans who are now trying to cape and support for the Cagliari fans instead of trying to cape for the guy who is helping you win games. That's the most shocking thing. And you see, what is dangerous here, guys? This is the dangerous thing. People are trying to normalize racism in stadiums. That's what they're trying to do. Is that they're trying to say, no. Like, it is part of the game. No, it's not. I have probably some of the best experience I've ever had is watching games with Nigerian fans. I recommend that to anyone. Watching a football match with Nigerian fans is one of the most enjoyable, most amazing experiences you'll ever have. It's really amazing. And it's joyous, it's happy, it's funny, it's humorous, it's all in good spirit. So this whole thing of like, if you see an opposing player, we need to be racist to him to sort of like offsetting, that you can throw out insults and say, oh yeah, but there has to be a line. There has to be a line. So what is worrisome here is people are trying to normalize racism, which is crazy. And see, it's remember, I used to watch Syria massively back in the day. That was because that was when Syria was number one. And time and time again, it was Fiorentina, Lazio, Fiorentina, Lazio, Fiorentina, Lazio. Always, always, always. And my thing about it is that, it has been going on for so long, and the punishments have been so meager that I have come to the realization that I'm not going to start talking about, oh, let's start doing this hashtag. No, 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 no. All that hashtag talk and everything, pointless. Completely pointless. It's really about accepting that the people who are in power don't care. They don't give a damn. Because if you're going to find a club like a few euros here and there that they can easily pay, it means that you don't care. So what these people do, it's just a cycle. Okay, put out the hashtag, say no to racism, say no to racism. And we are so bad. We chastise them, and then they'll say, okay, look, just give it a few weeks, and then they'll forget about it, and that's it. We've seen this so many times where they'll forget about it. They'll forget about it. So, I think that it's going to now be very interesting to see now how people now react to this, specifically Lukaku and specifically the football world, where you're now having Inter fans caping and protecting for what the Cagliari fans have done, and where you even have people saying that, oh, it's the Cagliari fans again, it's the Cagliari fans again. It's like, how do you do that? How should this be made to be normal? And I just think that the sad thing that people don't care. People don't care, and they don't really give a damn. And I think for Lukaku, man, it's bro. Like, how can you be going to a club and you're expecting racism? Where even before Lukaku went, they say, you know what, bro, you know that you're probably gonna experience racism. So how's the thing where you're now just used to now experiencing racism at a club? How does that work? So but that's why, as I said during my racism vid, man, I couldn't give a damn about hashtags. Okay, hashtags are completely and utterly irrelevant, man. I mean, you can keep the hashtags yourself, if you want. But for me, I think that the racism in football, it will always remain there. It will always stay there because people don't give a damn. People don't give a damn, and people don't want these things to change, and they're very happy for them to remain the same. So, like, I mean, there's nothing more to be said. There's nothing more to be said, because if you really want to change this racism, trust me, if you really wanted to change it, you would dock this team points, strip away their points, affect how the club operates within the league. Don't forget about fines. Dock them points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. So therefore, people, so those people who are not doing the racism will be like, guys, you clowns, you realize that your racist chanting is going against a team doing well. Why would you keep on doing that? I remember there are cameras that people can see, so people can be like, oh, you can have fans who not try and go undercover and pretend to be other fans to try and get those fans in trouble. Trust me, there are ways to know and identify fans, identification of fans, and fans that via facial recognition of who are regulars of that club. And because it's mainly the ultras, and everybody knows who is part of that ultras group. So it is very easy to remove racism from stadiums, but you cannot remove racism from society. Racism from society will always remain there because human beings are bricks. Okay, human beings and humanity are essentially bricks. They are smart intelligence, but we are essentially bricks. And racism is proof of our breakdown. But if you want to remove it from stadiums and remove that kind of atmosphere from stadiums, so kids don't have to hear this stuff, you can easily do that. But people don't really want to do that, and I think that's just the facts of the matter. But yeah, I mean, it is very, very, very sad that Inter fans who are support and who should be supporting your black player would actually go out. So instead of trying to throw support behind your player, a guy that plays for your club, you would rather support opposing fans and put those fans above a guy who is actually giving his service for your club. I think those Inter ultras have made themselves look like a bunch of stupid, moronic pieces of crap losers that they are. So yeah, this is a huge L for those Inter fans. So moving on to our next one in here, and it's about this dude right now. So he moved. He moved. The dude moved. The dude made his move. The dude made his move. I feared for Mauro. I feared for Mauro, because I thought that Mauro was going to be completely and utterly irrelevant. That's what I thought, because I believe that with Inter Milan saying that we don't want this dude anymore, and them saying to get the hell out of there, I thought that, Icardi may never find the club. Then we heard that there was a Bayern who was throwing in there. We heard Atletico Madrid was throwing in there, and I was like, look, what I thought was going to happen, he'd stay at PSG, but he'd stay at Inter Milan, and he would just remain on the bench. But PSG made a move, and guys, this move could potentially, I'm not saying it could be real, could potentially be money. It could potentially be money, a easy look. And we'll address Wanda. And also, let me just say this out there. Miss Wanda, can you please not sleep with any of the PSG players, please? Please? Okay, can you please not sleep with any? Yo, Footy Wizard, you need to link me to this video. What is the name of this Ibra video so we can get this thing popping and going? What is the name of this flipping Ibra video that you can link me to? Link me to the Ibra video. I think this is a great move for both parties. And in a very roundabout way, Icardi has found himself in the best possible position to truly try to prove himself as to whether he is one of the best strikers in Europe, because that was never going to happen at Inter Milan, because Inter Milan just do not have the required bodies to be able to pop off. They didn't have the kind of team to support Icardi for him to be able to really go out there and be like, let me prove myself. But you have Mbappe, you have Neymar, you have Di Maria, you have Marco Verratti. You have quality talent around you. And without quality talent around you, Icardi now has no excuses with regards to creativity, support, and supply. So for Icardi, let's be real here, guys. Icardi is better than Kyle. Icardi is a better, more clutch finisher than Cavani. Cavani may score more goals overall. He may score more goals overall and be a more consistent goal scorer. But I believe that Icardi has much more clutch in him. And look, and the fact, because you have to realize this. Because just do the math. Icardi scored 29 Gs with Candreva. I'll repeat that again for the kids at the back. Icardi scored 29 goals in the Serie A being supplied by a Scholar brick. A Scholar brick. Look, let me just be very clear here. I am not saying that 100% Icardi is going to go to PSG, he's going to ball, it's going to be amazing, and this is guaranteed to be an amazing purchase. I never said that. That is something that I never ever said, and I never ever promoted that. I never promoted that kind of ideology or psychology that this was going to be that dude. No. But I do believe that this could potentially be an upgrade on Cavani. Not to say if even if you're a tapping merchant, goals are goals. I called Cristiano Tapinaldo. I called Cristiano Tapinaldo and I called him Penaldo. But if you score, it's all good. As long as you G up, it's all good. And trust me, what PSG need is a path to the final. That's what PSG need. So if PSG get to the Champions League final through tap-ins, I don't think they'll be complaining. Now, I mean, I'll probably do like a tactical vid on this to try and break it down, but is there a scenario where you have Icardi and Cavani on the same pitch? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Um, like for me, Neymar, Mbappe, Icardi could be tasty. That could be real tasty. Because if a dude can get 29 goals with brick level creativity, how much could he potentially get with tier 1, upper tier 2 creativity? That's what I'm thinking. It may not work out, but that is how I am calculating it. If he's done so much with less, surely he should do even more with so much more. Surely he should do even more with so much more. 4-4, no. 4-4 ain't happening, bro. Come on, let's get real here. So, I waited to see what Icardi does, and look, man, because remember, like I believe there's an option to buy here, but we are missing a very key element, which is wonder, and I think wonder don't ruin a quality player's career, and this is also on Icardi as well. Okay, because Icardi, keep your wife in check. Okay, keep your woman in check. So this is not all on him, but for wonder, you have to know your place. Fine, you're an agent. Cool. I would never advise someone's wife being their agent because I think Simeone's sister is his agent, which is cool. That's cool. When you now bring in your wife, and this is a wife who is let's keep it. She's a cheater. Okay, so this is an adulterer. So an adulterer is your agent. And I believe that could potentially be pretty problematic. Because this now falls on Tuchel, because Tuchel now has to sort of create a scenario where he ensures that Mauro is focused on full football. And because Tuchel, you could have a potential firecracker on your hands. He's got to make sure that because look, I have been a fan of what Icardi has been doing, and for me, I want him to prove himself at a major club because he could never do it at the club he was at Inter Milan. It was never going to happen because Inter just do not have the level of players out there. And my thing is this is that if Neymar goes down injured, but you still have Icardi and Mbappe and even a Di Maria, that is enough to do something. It's probably not enough to win the Champions League. And I do agree that yes, if PSG wants to win the Champions League, they need Neymar in the team. Neymar is essential. Mbappe isn't there yet. I think Mbappe combined with Neymar, that is the Champions League winning formula. But I think if you now drop Icardi in there, because Cavani has had his chances, guys. Cavani has had his chances and he's messed up too many times. How many times in key Champions League games has Cavani bricked up? How many times has he missed? Because people always say to me that, so people always say with Cavani, this guy scored 40, 50 goals, and look how many goals he has scored. In Uber Eats. He scored all those goals in Uber Eats. Now, if he scored those goals in Serie A or in Bundesliga or Premier League, then let me hear. Who cares if he scored 50 goals in Uber Eats? That's irrelevant. So if I'm Tuchel, of course you want to be respectful for Cavani and everything, but I will be slowly ushering in Icardi and say, because who knows, guys? Icardi could be a flop. He could be a flop. He may not work well with the players around him, and he may be a bad influence, and this could just be a complete disaster. And this could be similar to Neymar, where PSG say at the end of the year, bro, take this dude away. We don't want him anymore, because PSG don't have to keep him. It's a loan. See, that is where it's smart. It is a loan. So if Wanda messes things up, and creates a whole stink, then PSG can say, screw you, piss off, take your adulterer, and go back to flipping Milan. So, so look, I mean, and this is what Cavani needs. See, this is something that you should always have in teams, is competition. What you don't want is a first 11 that aren't looking over their shoulder. So what Icardi brings is, I want people to start looking over their shoulder and saying what's up. I want them to start looking what's up. And all the things that, see, that's why. So for Icardi, you have no excuse. You have Verratti, Di Maria, Mbappe, and Neymar around you. You will be getting opportunities. And I think, again, forget about the Uber Eats. I want to see what Icardi does in the Champions League. I want to see what he does in the Champions League. Yeah, I get that Cavani scored in both legs against Barcelona and Madrid. I get it. But I need you to score for me in crucial moments. Crucial times. When your team needs you the most. We need a winning goal. G up. We need a winning goal, G up. And he hasn't really G'd up when it has mattered the most. So that's why I say, yeah, it's all cool and everything, but when it is most needed, you have to G up. You have to know and understand how to G up, man. But as I said again, if PSG wants to win the Champions League, get Uncle Mo, because Thomas Tuchel doesn't have what it takes to win the Champions League, because Tuchel is lightweight. And that's it. Like, I just think one of the biggest failures in football is if we go through all this time and PSG never actually win this year. That would just be genuinely embarrassing. That would be genuinely embarrassing. I told you, you put Uncle Mo in this PSG, Uncle Mo is easily delivering you a Champions League. Give Uncle Mo 2 years with this PSG team. I guarantee, guys, I will put money down. I'll put money down. He will deliver a Champions League with this PSG team. He won a Europa League with those clown rejects. You really think that if you give Uncle Mo, Mbappe, Di Maria, Neymar, Cavani, Icardi, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Verratti, he's not winning a Champions League? Come on. It's too easy. It's too easy. It is too easy. You know, it's too easy. But we also had this dude here, who also made the move. Guys, did Zizou mess up? Let's be real. Did Zizou mess up? Was this a mess up by Zizou? Let's be real. Should Zidane have kept this guy? So I'm saying yes. People are saying yes. Zizou messed up. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about it. Oh my god! So people say yes. If you know, especially I think I'm seeing more yeses than no. I'm seeing more yeses than no here, and I have to agree with the yeses. On paper, Courtois is the better keeper. On paper, but football is far more complicated than what is being on paper. People were showing some clips. I think I saw the clip of I think it was season before last, when Real Madrid won it, the 17-18 season. And Navas was produced on one of the match performances. He produced match-winning saves. Especially against Bayern Munich. And let's just be real, Courtois' Real Madrid games have not been that great. So it doesn't make any sense why you would want him to go. Because I think The moment if it was De Gea, the same thing would have happened. So the moment that Courtois came into this whole thing, and they brought Couture, I was like, okay, like I think Navas is out because Navas is not going to stay on the bench. Navas is not going to go from being a starter for a team who won 3 CLs in a row to start rotting on the bench. No, that's not happening. And I think Zizou knew that. Zizou didn't really think that you were going to keep this guy on the bench. Because that's just crazy. That's just crazy. How effective do you guys think he'll be for PSG? Let's see. How effective do you think this dude will be for PSG? Do you think he could be? Because Buffon was a flop. Buffon was an absolute complete flop. I know I've still not forgiven Buffon for what he did. He is sleeping in Class A after what he did. But do you guys think Navas is going to be better than Areola? Areola is underrated. I'll keep it real here. Areola is underrated. He'll be great, very effective. Oh no, and I think someone even mentioned that, guys. That Real Madrid PSG game, I am getting a meal. So people who basically have issues with me. Why do you eat? Eating while you're watching is so disrespectful. It's bad manners. Guys, I am getting the biggest flipping meal you've ever seen in your life when PSG. Those 2 games are going to be the 2 biggest games in the Champions League group stage, 100%. Those are going to be the 2 biggest games I'm going to see, and I'm going to get I have to get the biggest meal. I'm going to have to get the biggest meal. So because as people have said, what if Keylor Navas produces like an amazing man of the match performance? What if Icardi scores an amazing winning goal? Because remember, karma is a crazy thing. Look at what has happened with Bale. Because guys, I am very worried about how this season is going to turn out for Zidane. I think I can see the story unfolding. Almost everything is pretty much fighting against Zidane. Almost every decision Zidane has made is pretty much fighting against him. He wanted to get rid of Bale. Bale is around. He wanted to now he wanted to bring in Couture, a top keeper. What if Navas? If Navas goes to PSG and they win a Champions League, then Zidane just has to step down as Real Madrid. Like, that would be too much of a slap in the face. Now, I don't think that will happen because I think PSG, of course, and PSG will never, ever win the Champions League. But, it's like, that's basically that game between PSG and Real Madrid. I think is going to be very interesting because Keylor Navas did not want to leave. And Keylor Navas definitely felt slighted and disrespected by Zidane. And Zidane has been trying to make some big decisions with Bale and Navas. But I just feel that, yes, you should want to make big decisions and so forth. But the thing that matters the most in football is making the right decision. I think for Bale and for Navas, I think Zidane made the wrong decisions on both. I think he did because, as I said again, like the moment that Real Madrid walked into this new season without securing either Neymar or Pogba, that pretty much said these guys are going to finish with no trophy. So what do you guys say? So PSG, Navas and Icardi, is that enough to win a Champions League, or do you think that they will still flop? How do you guys feel? Do you think these guys are still going to flop? All right, while you do that, because I mean, I want to see Icardi ball because I have gone on the limb and say Icardi has statistically been the best striker in Europe. If you look at goals scored and based on chances, an argument can be made that Icardi is the best striker in the world. So I am a Icardi fan. Hence why I was like, bro, get this dude. This dude needs to be needs to get himself out of that Inter Milan scenario. So um, but as I said again, for PSG to win the Champions League, despite all the talents they had, and they have superb talents, I think that as much as this guy pisses me off, and I hate him, and I blame him for ruining my Mbappe agenda, all roads lead through Neymar. All roads lead through Neymar. And I think that until they can get Neymar, if because that's something that we've never had. Because PSG should be the clear favourites to win the Champions League. Because a team with Neymar, Mbappe, and Verratti, bro, those are arguably three of the best players in the world. As I already said, Verratti is the best central midfielder in the world. As far as pure footballing skill, he's arguably the best footballer he's arguably one of the best footballers in the world. So an argument can be said that he's pretty much that dude. So it doesn't make any sense that a team with the talents of them have not been able to win the Champions League. But the thing that people always say is that we've never seen Neymar fully fit for an entire season with Mbappe. And if you tell me that Neymar can guarantee me an entire season fit with Mbappe, bro, those are the favorites. Those are the favorites. Like if Neymar plays in that second leg against United, they beat United. Because Mbappe flopped. I'll admit, look, I'm a huge Mbappe fan, because Mbappe pretty much retired Messi during the World Cup, but he flopped. He 100% flopped in that in that game, because that was the game in which he should have really shown people that I don't need to rely on Neymar, but he flopped. And the most shocking and craziest thing happened with those three United guys that's coming back. So, but if we have a scenario where Neymar is fully fit with Mbappe, that is too much talent to deny. And I think someone even brought the points up in the last stream. The only team to truly test Liverpool's jaw was PSG with Neymar and Mbappe, because they beat them in Paris, and they were the only team that really pushed them at Anfield. Like, Barcelona got clowned like 4-0, but that game was 3-2, and it was 3-2 like I think in the last minute. So all I ask of, because especially with Icardi coming in now and Navas, all I ask of Neymar is this. This is all I ask. All I ask of Neymar is this. Just give me one season. Just give me one clear season of you being fully fit. That's it. Like, surely it can't be that hard. Just give me one full season of you being fully fit, and then that'll be it. Just one full season where you're fully fit, and we can then be cool. So, I don't know what you guys. Okay, so in your view, do you think Neymar will be fit for an entire season? In your view, do you see him being fit for an entire season? No. Eriksen is better than Verratti. You see, okay, look, this dude in here, he's obviously a Tottenham fan. On what planet, on what solar system is Eriksen in the same stratosphere as Verratti? Unless you're either trolling or you're mad. Choose. Eriksen is good. Verratti is world class. Verratti is upper tier 2. He's upper tier 2, borderline tier 1. Eriksen is never sniffing upper tier 2. You know. See, Eriksen is important for Tottenham. Eriksen is important for Tottenham. I'm talking about world class. I'm talking about global stuff. I'm talking about that real stuff that we're really with. That real stuff. And sorry, man, he ain't that dude. He ain't that dude. All right, guys. So as I promised last week to the truth, I think what we'll be doing with these live shows and everything is we'll pick a player and we'll do a nice little watch along on said player. Just to see how this guy does. So because I think I had Maradona, I had Del Piero and everything, but we decided and I agreed upon we'll do Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And see, I think that Ibrahimovic is overrated. But what I've said is that even if I feel he's overrated and he's not really lived up to his potential, I don't think any player has scored the kinds of quality G's that your boy Zlatan has. So that's what we're going to try and pop in here. So if we just roll in here right now, I believe, okay, cool. Let's just, so make sure that is all off. And let us ride in here with it and look at a bit of Zlatan now. So this is from Feel My Style. Okay. Okay, I don't need to see a... Okay, let me just... Okay, let's just go to the matches right now. Okay, why are they showing him doing Kung Fu? Now that was it. No, see, that was a crazy G. That was a crazy G. Wait, Footy Troll. Are there actually any... Look, wait. Footy Troll. Please tell me that this is a compilation of Ibra actually playing. I'm not here to watch an Ibra vid. Okay, I'm not here to watch an Ibra vid. So people who see this is because obviously I'm going to be pausing and then reacting to all the stuff and talking about everything. Okay, footage. I don't know it is, but do we see footage of him doing his stuff? That's what I'm saying. As long as we see footage of him doing his stuff, that's cool. Because and also because the things that I can't play audio because if I do audio then it could very easily because this stream could very easily be pulled if I do audio. So if there's no footage of him playing, it would be stupid for me to play the whole thing because I can't play with audio. So because I have to play with no audio, footage roll, there better be footage of this guy playing some football. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's get back to it right now. No, that was a crazy G. That was a crazy G. Ooh. Ibrahimovic. Those are a lot of tats. Good G. But it's an Uber Eats League on though. Elastico. But Dino did a bit better though. Oh, is that Enyama? Ooh, that's nice. No, I say for a guy this tall, it is very impressive. For a guy this tall, it is very impressive how he actually operates, man. Because nobody this tall can be able to actually move like this. Oh wow, that was okay. That was nice. That was nice. Wait. Ooh, yeah, no, that was nice. That was nice. Oh, nice one. See, but it's not. I want to see the footage where we can just because it is far too zoomed in. It's far too zoomed in. Wait, isn't that Adriano? Okay, that's a nice G. That's a nice G. That's a real nice G. Ooh! And from that angle as well, that's a nice G. Because look, see, as I said again, you see, that's the thing about your boy Ibra is that Ibra did some crazy things. Adriano was very overrated. That's a discussion for another day. But Adriano was a whole lot of hype. Um, Ibrahimovic did like I think he had that kind of psychology of trying things and trying really crazy things. So what I would always give him is, nah man, Zlatan did some crazy things, bro. He definitely did some crazy things for sure. All right, let's get back to it right now. But look, Fitzgerald, there's nothing here that has fully impressed me here. It's all pretty cool, but nothing here that is changing my opinion on him being overrated. Oh, that's nice. I want to see some football, man. I want to see some football. Okay, these are all nice clips, but I want to see some football. You see, we should have done Del Piero, man. We should have done Del Piero. Oh, oh, damn. Wait, when the hell did you do that? When the hell did you do that? Now that is damn good ball control, man. Wait. Boom. Oof. Look at that. Oof. See, now that was good, man. But so yeah, it's like, I think that's the thing. It's like, how can a guy so tall have hey, Chiellini. How can a guy so tall have such crazy mobility? Mmm. Did you see that touch? That was a super touch, man. Did you see that control? Ooh, bro. Let's look at that again, man. God damn. Oh, no, Colo. He got colored. Wow. And a great balance with the ball as well. Oh, Lara Croft, man. Lara Croft. Lara Croft. Look at that. That's always a very tough position, man. Because whenever you're doubled up, it's always so anybody that can get out of this double up position, you've got to give props to. Because the key thing here is that chop. The key thing here is that chop with his left foot. Chop! Sold him. Oh, he scored it. Bloody heck. Yeah, you see, now this is the goal. See, this is the goal that said, you know what? He might be that dude. He might be that dude, man. It's like when I saw this goal that we're about to see, I was like, because this is definitely a goal analysis that we might actually probably do. But like when I saw this goal from him, the first thing that struck me was how the hell can a guy this tall execute a G like this? So, all right, let's us break down this G, man. All right. Oh, oh my! You see, the thing about this G are the amount of dummies that this guy does. Oh, what the hell? So he gets it up here, and even from this position here, it's even tricky to even say what's up. But you see, from here right now, as I said, the simple thing to do is just pass that ball. This is a tough scenario to get through. Like once you have defender here, defender here, defender here, defender here, it's a soft analysis to get the ball. Clean out. Clean out. Clean out. Basically, he dribbled that dude twice. Oh. 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 Bro, guys, man, see, no, that's a G. That's a G. Like, that is what you call expert dummy. Expert dummy. Bloom. Snipe. Snipe. Sneep. Oh my gosh. Sneak. This is the crazy one because I think he sold all of them. He sold all of them to the Pharisees here. Because I think everyone assumed that he's gonna shoot. That he's dribbled so much, he's already at this point here, he's gonna shoot. So the fact that he dummied them again shows the balls in this dude, and then that's a G. That's a flipping G, man. That's a flipping G. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. Wait, why does this always happen to England? Why do England always get these flipping goals scored against them? Now, when I saw this goal, I was like, did this dude really do this? So England have probably been on the receiving end of two of the craziest goals of all time. Two of the craziest goals of all time. So, look, man, this was messed up. No, best bicycle kick of all time is Rivaldo against Valencia. That is categorically the greatest bicycle kick of all time was Rivaldo against Valencia. 100%. I don't care what anyone says. That's because we'll do Rivaldo. We were gonna do Rivaldo. We're gonna do Rivaldo. Trust me. Okay, all right. Let's watch this whole thing, man. All right, so. You see, to even roll from here, because obviously, like I think it was Joe Hart who did this. I think so. You've got Joe Hart there, and you've got two defenders there. To even try this, because obviously, remember this is all about instinct. So I think based on where he was standing and where the ball was, his instinct told him, "Look, man, let me just ride and do this overhead kick." But oh, that's insane. That is insane. Because it is, you have to, because remember, it's the power, the distance, the angle, and the connection as well. Oof. Oh my. Oh, that's just deep, man. That's just deep. No way, did he score that? When did he score that? Oh, whoa! That is a crazy goal. Oh, that's a damn good goal. That's a damn good goal. Uh oh yeah, I remember. Oh, that was crazy. Euros. Oh, against Italy. Ooh, sneaky. I said again, Ibra, he scored some crazy goals. I think he's probably one player who scored some of the most special goals you've ever seen. Like as far as variety of goals, the variety of goals, I think he. But I still think that he could have been so much more. I mean, when you look at this stuff and what he was able to do, I still think that the guy could have been so much more. Mm. Oh Lord, with his left foot. Speaking of chips, we're gonna do Totti. Totti was special, man, because I think basically Totti scored the best chipped goal you've ever seen in your life. Ooh. Nice one. Oh, and also what was also good about Ibra is that right foot, left foot. So the guy was not a 1 foot merchant, man. Dude was not a 1 foot merchant. Oh Lord, damn penalties. You see, okay, see. Now you're having a laugh. Like, why would you put penalties in it? Who puts penalties in a showreel? Like, why the hell would you put penalties in a flipping showreel? Oh damn! You see, that guy was good at free kicks, man. Lord, what the hell? Wait, what the man, Ibra, man? What the hell was he doing there, man? Oh Lord. Oh, but you ain't beating Juninho, man. These free kicks are cool, but you're not beating Juninho. Hey, Uncle Moo, man. The good old days, man. Damn. Interesting, man. Okay, so I mean, look, that was impressive, and I think that still goes in line with what I've always said about Ibra, which is that look, Ibra was that money dude, man. He was that money dude, but the fact of the matter is, I still believe that Ibrahimovic is still the most overrated player of all time because we just saw a great showreel, superb showreel, man. And I think that what we saw was are you out of your Jordan? Are you highlights? Are you sick? Do you want us to be ill? Do you want us to literally rip our stomachs open? Jordan, are you highlights? You mean Jordan Ayew low lights? That's what you mean. You mean low lights of Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew. So, but what you saw there was quality. Quality. I mean, that like he and I've said to people like he will go down as having scored the most varied array of goals ever. 100%. He will go down as that. But based on how people view him and how they talk about him, Ibrahimovic simply isn't as good as people think he is. Because okay, 100%, he won all of these titles and so forth. Look at the teams you played for. You played for AC Milan, you played for Inter Milan, you played for Juventus. You never reached the Champions League final once. You should have won the Champions League final. You should have won the Champions League with at least one of those teams because when you were at those teams were strong. Those teams were strong. So the fact that you never were able to deliver a Champions League for any of those teams is a huge flop. Is a huge flop. And that's why I think like for all the talents that he had, I just felt that whenever Ibra went to teams, they were built around him, which is fair. All those teams were built around you. But if those teams are built around you and they're there to service you, you have to deliver. And I'm sorry that in the biggest games, and the big obviously you have big games in Serie A and in the leagues, but the biggest games are those ones in the Champions League. Those are the biggest games. Those are the toughest games, and he never really delivered in there. Like case in point, look at all those years he had at Inter Milan under Mourinho, winning the league very easily in Syria. The season he left, the very season he left, they won the Champions League without him. What does that? What does that tell you? I guarantee you, if Ibrahimovic had stayed at Inter Milan with Mourinho, they would not have won the Champions League. They would not have won the Champions League, man. So it's like it's cool. It's. I mean, it was a damn good showreel, but it's like for me like when we do Del Piero or Baggio or Riquelme or Bergkamp, what you're gonna see is something of a higher level and an echelon, man. Because that's what I want to see. Because sorry, Del Piero was my guy, man. I think I had his jersey. I definitely had the Juventus jersey from the 90s, but I think I might have had that Juve jersey, man. So please do a Firmino v. Are you sick? Um, Now this is something that we saw on Twitter, and I think I want to try and actually even bring this through. Is basically we are having some beef between um, what's it called, Michael Owen and Alan Shearer, because basically, do you know whenever people bring out a book and they've sort of retired and they want to pretty much promote their book. So what your boy Michael Owen is doing is that he's trying to promote his book. But in promoting his book, he has pretty much come head to head with Alan Shearer. And it's gotten very interesting. It's gotten pretty interesting in the way that they've been going at one another. And I think for me, obviously, I mean, let me just show you guys like what has obviously been spread between both of them. Just bear with me because I mean, look, man. I mean, see, Owen was if Michael Owen never got injured, because I think he could have been England's greatest ever striker because Owen was one of those players that always was clutch. The dude was always flipping clutch. So if because remember I think similar to Ronaldo, I think like his body couldn't take the intensity. The body couldn't take the intensity that was had with how quick he was moving within his body. But I remember almost in every single big game, I know that I'm always about the biggest. In almost every single big game, he always came out clutch. He always came out clutch. So let me just widen that for you guys in there. So all right, and so this is what was being said by both of them, man. Because basically Owen basically said that how he didn't really like Newcastle and he didn't really enjoy being at Newcastle and he hated the city, hated the people. And then Alan Shearer said, because remember Shearer is a Newcastle dude. He's a Newcastle dude. So Shearer says, yes, Michael, we thought that also whilst on 120,000 a week. Then Michael Owen then says, not sure you are as loyal to Newcastle as you make out to mates. I distinctly remember you being inches away from signing for Liverpool after Sir Bobby Robson put you on the bench. You tried everything to get out. So some deep words there. And I think, you see, like Owen is trying to sell the book. He's trying to sell the book. And I think for any of you guys who watched the NBA, a similar thing was done by what's his what's it called? I'm not speaking like Juju Man. A similar thing was done by the guy from the Warriors. I've actually forgotten his name. He really speaks the words. Well, you want to just stay up some stuff, but I think by that exchange, especially by Michael Owen now calling out his loyalty to Newcastle, it just makes things interesting because now it's like, oh, wait a minute, was Shearer really that loyal to Newcastle, or was he always looking to play for your United and everything? So I think, look, it's as I said again for Owen, and look, Owen, as I said, he is one of the worst commentators out there. No offense to him, but Owen is one of the worst commentators out there. So he's not the most interesting dude. But I just think that by putting like what I want to happen is let them have a debate. I want Owen and Shearer to both have a debate, get some boxing gloves, winner takes all, and host. Look, see, James, I wouldn't call Owen a weirdo. I just think that he's not the most dynamic person. He's not. That's what it says. He's not the most dynamic person. So let me just address this stuff that's been happening on the live chat now. So Hazem is trying to challenge me on a debate about Sadio Mane and Salah. And as I said to him, there is nothing to debate. There is nothing to debate. There isn't anything to debate because I'm not, because again, like, okay, you're gonna bring stats about assists, chances created, and you're gonna bring a fact sheet, because I think someone even made the point about this on Twitter. You see, the way I grew up watching football is different from a lot of you guys who are younger than me, because I am older than quite a lot of you guys. So when I grew up, broadband didn't really exist. Dial-up was, I don't think even mid 90s. I don't think even dial-up was even really around in the mid 90s, mid late 90s. So all we had was, you just had to view the game. So when we talked about football back in the day, you watched the match, and then we just sat around and just talked about, yeah, man, that guy is good, that guy is good. And what I always put upon is playing around in the park. Whenever you play in the park, or you play like a pickup game, you know who the best player is. And that's just by looking. You don't have to say a stat sheet. We just have to say, okay, we've not played. Yo, can you just print out the stat sheet? So I want to know how much this guy has run, how much chances he's created. No, you just know who is better, because it's just an innate understanding of who the best footballer is. It can't be put down in paper. It can't be put down in words. It's just something that you just know by just looking, based on our understanding of the game. And what I always say is that I just watch Liverpool games. I just watch the games. And when I watch the games, it's simple. Sadio Mane is the better footballer. Salah is the better striker. I don't need to see stats. I don't need to see things. So we will never agree on it, because there is nothing you can say to me. There's no stat sheet that you can bring to me that will change me from saying Mane is a better footballer, because that's just what I view in my eye. Now, the key thing here, and this is the key thing, what constitutes a great footballer? And what I've now learned is that what I think constitutes of being a great footballer isn't the same as other people. For some people, Cristiano Ronaldo is an amazing footballer. And for a lot of people, they say Cristiano is a better footballer than Messi. I think that's insane. I think that's insane, but that's just based on how people view what being a good footballer is. You know? So, and basically for me, that's what I would say, like, you know, there Messi and Cristiano, there is no debate. There's never been a debate. Messi has always been the most superior footballer than Cristiano. At the moment that Messi broke into the Barcelona team and was playing, everyone in the world knew that, guys, we are witnessing the next great player. we are witnessing an individual on a higher level. So what happens, like, there's now the debate between Messi and Cristiano is a debate on stats and goals. That's now you can have a debate on that. But as far as footballing ability, there isn't a debate. There isn't one. Now, you guys can have a debate, but then it depends on what you view as a footballer. So when you look at Mane and Salah, it's how I grew up and what I view as being a quality footballer is what I see Mane does. Is what I see Firmino. See, for me, Firmino is a better footballer than Salah. Based on natural footballing ability, Firmino is better. His footballing IQ, his ball control, his movements for footballing intelligence and understanding, he's better. But Salah is just a better goal scorer, and goal scoring itself is a skill. The goal scoring there is a skill. So that's the key thing here. So, and also as well, Hazem, you know, I love you, bro, but Hazem, you're half Egyptian and half Polish. And you've never ever criticized Lewandowski and they've never ever criticized Salah. So I'm sorry. I love you. You're my guy. I cannot get into a debate with you when you're half Polish, you're half Egyptian, and you've never criticized Salah and you've never criticized Lewandowski. So so that's just where it go. But I mean, guys, man, 6 months, 6 months. Let me pull up my boy in here, man. Because guys, this is sad, man. I'm sad. I'm really sad because this is oh, I mean they're even saying is this oh no, this is awful because I respect Van Dijk. Let me just see. I respect Van Dijk. Van Dijk is cool. Van Dijk is really really cool, but I'm old school. I'm old school, and I don't mean to say it's just to be kind of condescending or anything, but I'm from a different era, a different ilk, and me being old school means that I just view things slightly different from you guys. And I love Van Dijk and everything, but Van Dijk isn't the guy I go to war with. If I want to go to war, if I want to be in the trenches, if I want those blood and guts in the most difficult of circumstances, I roll with this dude. This is the rule that this is the dude I go with, man. This is the dude. 6 months. He's out for 6 months. And some people are saying that could this be maybe the end? Like Chiellini exemplifies like the very best of those old school defenders. Because again, I think it's see, I told you, I respect the Sergio Ramoses, the Van Dijks, the Laportes, the Koulibalys and everything. But when I grew up, the defenders were guys like a Chiellini, where you could see them grind, you could see them sweat, and there was basically, there was almost a joy in seeing how they defended, you know. And I think just when you just saw how Chiellini would just be clearing, tackling, going through blocks, cheering for blocks and everything. I was like, this is my dude, And I think remember, Italians were the ones who made defending cool. They're the ones that made the defending cool, and I think in Chiellini, he is the guy that when you watch it, like, man, I definitely want to be a defender. He makes defending cool. He makes you want to be a defender. And look, of course, look, as of right now, of course, Van Dijk is a better defender than Chiellini as of right now in 2019. It's just that for me, for my personal preference, Chiellini gives me more excitement than most other defenders out right now. So with him out for 6 months, this is a huge blow for Juventus. A huge blow. Because they're now stuck with apparently Boateng is in trouble because he did something to his ex-girlfriend or something. But that's on a separate thing. Delict and Bonucci, guys. Gallo, have faith, man. Gallo, have faith. Stop crying, man. Stop crying. Have hope, man. Okay. Don't you know what the name of this bloody house is? It's called Have Hope, baby. It's good. So it's going to be tough for Juventus to cope without Chiellini, because I think Chiellini is the leader. Chiellini is the team's best defender. He is the leader of the team. He's the heart and soul of the team. He's the captain of the team. So they're not only losing. Juve are not only losing their best defender. They're also losing their leader. They're losing their spiritual leader of the team. So, and I think because I think what the plan was for Sarri is to ease their delict into um, the Syria, because I think for Delix, and even he's admitted, Delix has even admitted it, and said that I'm figuring out this new league because it's very different from the Dutch league. Yeah, I played in the Champions League and everything, but that was only one season in the Champions League. So now playing every single week in a far more tougher, far more tactically advanced league, I think it's going to be tough. So Juventus are in a serious situation, and I think a lot of teams will start going for Juve. And trust me, this makes that Atletico Juventus game very exciting. It makes the Atletico game very exciting because a Juve without Chiellini, with Atletico that have a Costa, Jao Felix, people, and all of these guys like that. I think basically we are in for two superb games. Of course, guys, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the sale. I cannot wait for this sale because, guys, Semi's minimum is being ignited. You realize that? I still believe in Semi's minimum because all look, guys, look at this. Look, all Chelsea have to do is get out of that group. Guys, all we have to do is get out of that group. So guys, as a whole, guys, do you think we can all get out of that group? That's all Chelsea have to do. Just if Chelsea get out of that group, semis. Why you all saying no? Why you all saying no? Wait. No for what? So those who are saying no, can you see the future? Because let me tell you this right now, guys, Chelsea are not going to that Europa League. I spoke to Lampard earlier today, and I said to Lampard, if you don't make it to the group, I want you to come forth. If you don't make it to the group, I want you to come forth. And Frank said, I'll listen. I said, Frank, no. I need you to give me your word that if they don't make it through the group, you come forth. I don't want Chelsea to be in our Europa League. But guys, you see, guys, it's a very tricky group. But all I'm saying is that if Chelsea can just somehow, by some miraculous way, make it through, guys, I think they can ride. James, easy. James, just relax. Easy. Don't go that far. James. Don't go that far. There's work to be done. So, James, look, let them just get to that group. Then we can talk about our CL. Because, guys, look, there's no point in entering a competition if you're not trying to win it. There's no point. Every team in every competition should try to find a way to try and win that thing. And I am just trying to think of a way of how Chelsea can win this. But the first thing is how they get out of that group. That's the whole thing. Is how do they get out of that group? All right, guys. Look, man. Last few minutes here before I have to eat and watch some Attack on Titan. I think I'm probably halfway through Attack on Titan, so I'm gonna have some pasta and broccoli. So before we go, look, man. Send in your questions, man. Whatever questions you want. So remember, guys, the super chats help support the Hots, man. Your super chats donations will help support me and independent analysts out here, and the super chats will get priorities to be read. So send in those super chats for those priority questions, or if not, I will try and look through the chat group for anything or any questions you want to ask your flipping boy, man. So send in those questions my way before I have to get the heck out of here. I was thinking about La Liga, I was thinking about La Liga. And because for me, I think I can't fully judge Real Madrid until Hazard starts playing. Barcelona's season hasn't fully started until Messi starts playing for them. So, and I think that for Atletico, we need to just first chill and see what they do. But Atletico do look very interesting. Get back to me after 10 games. can Atletico keep up this consistency? How long is Messi going to be injured for? When Messi comes back, will Messi resume normal routines that he did last season, and will him and Griezmann work very well? Because what's very interesting is they don't have a Neymar. So let's now see whether Barcelona will still be able to roll like they did last season. Because now Atletico now have a 5 points head start. Because Barcelona will cut away that lead very easily. They will cut away that lead. So I wanted to see how consistent can Atletico be. Zidane, bro, like that then they're not win. Like they're already too far behind already. They're not winning the league, so it's not happening. I know that they're only 4 points behind, but they're not winning it too easily. So I can't give an answer until we have a clearer picture as to how all the teams are going. I wanted to see 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 games with Messi playing, with Hazard playing for Real Madrid. That's what I want to see. Um, Best commentator on Sky Sports probably has to be Martin Tyler, man. He's that dude. I mean, one of the best commentators on sports, I think, is the dude called Barry Davis. Although, even if I don't speak Italian, Fabio Caressa is damn good. As in, if you go onto YouTube and just type in Fabio Caressa World Cup 2006 and watch his compilation in 2006, the commentary he did for Italy was flipping hilarious, man. Um, yeah, no. I mean, no, I see. As much as I'm enjoying Mourinho on Sky Sports, Mourinho, you're a manager. Like I want to see Mourinho manager. We are losing so much. I think football is losing so much with Mourinho not managing, man. Like Mourinho needs to be a guy in that hot seat manager, and I think until he does that, um, it's not gonna work. Peak Miami Heat versus peak Golden State Warriors. Peak Golden State Warriors because the peak Miami Heat lost to San Antonio Spurs, and the peak Miami Heat should have lost to San Antonio twice. Should have. I mean, if it wasn't for Ray Allen, San Antonio should have beaten the Miami Heat twice. So I'd say the peak Golden State, because peak Golden State, those guys are deep, man. Those guys are flipping deep. Um, So why are all of you guys hating on Uncle Mo though? So you're judging Uncle Mo based on Boy Chester did divided. Because so all of you guys saying like, oh, Uncle Mo is finished and everything. Guys, do you know that these guys could very well end up mid-table under Solskjaer? Oh, Solskjaer has come. He's brought so much lovely stuff to it. Solskjaer is so much better than Mourinho. Solskjaer has now brought an air of professionalism, and he's brought the good vibes back. Guys, if United lose Pogba, they're fighting relegation. They're fighting relegation. With Pogba, they're not sniffing top four. Fifth, they're battling with Wolves and everything. The United team is broken. At its very core, it is broken, and Solskjaer is not the man to mend it. He is a bona fide rookie. Okay, a bona fide rookie, and I think Solskjaer is under a lot more pressure than Lampard is, because Lampard, look, transfer ban, you lost Zad, what the hell. But for United, you have Pogba, you have Martial, you have the English Mbappe, you spent 3 billion on Jeremy Maguire. So basically Arsenal are like Man United. Like I say, Arsenal are a big club in terms of marketability and the amount of fans that they have. Arsenal are not a big club in terms of footballing elite. That's why you have to say, when someone is a big club, you have to say, what are you saying? Are you saying they're a big club based on their marketing, or are they a big club based on what they do on the pitch? On the pitch, Arsenal are a Europa League team. They're a Europa League team. So Arsenal are not relevant in terms of footballing elite, but in terms of marketability and the amount of fans and the global reach, Arsenal are a huge club, massive club. So it depends how you're trying to break it down. Um, I'll probably be doing a Twitch a bit later on. I'll probably be doing a Twitch a bit later on. I mean, I need to eat because I'm flipping starving, man. So, my routine is that I need to have my dinner mixed with Attack on Titan because I want to just try and just get Attack on Titan finished, done. So we'll just binge Attack on Titan. Then I'll do a review of the season on my channel, and then I'll probably either do season 2 of One Punch Man, or I'll try and get onto Mob Psycho. So there's either Mob Psycho 100 or One Punch Man season 2. Um, oh, I do love my meal. Um, Best martial arts film. I should best martial. Ip Man. Ip Man. As I've always said, like I respect Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee. I respect the dude. For me, Donnie Yen over Bruce Lee, for sure. Donnie Yen over Bruce Lee, for sure. That's my thing, man. See, no, no. As I said, look for you for United. Look, I say same thing with Arsenal. United are a big club in terms of their marketability and their scope because there are a lot of United fans. But I think it's going to be a long time before United return back to the Champions League, and United are not relevant with regards to footballing elite. They're not relevant to footballing elite. It's not happening. De Bruyne or Ericsson, easily De Bruyne. You know, like Ericsson is, De Bruyne is what Ericsson wishes he was. I think De Bruyne is more consistent in what Ericsson should be doing. So De Bruyne's passing, pass completion, creativity, passing scope is just on a higher level than Ericsson. So like Ericsson isn't sniffing that dude at all, man. Um, well, that's an interesting question. What new tactic will change football? What new tactic is going to change football? I believe that I think what we're going to see is there's going to be I think there's going to be an evolution of the striker and the evolution of the defender. I think what you may find is the central defender playing an even greater role in the midfield because we've not seen how the modern defender has not really become on vogue and everything. But I think what you're going to find is that defender who pretty much covers the entirety of the pitch and even joins up in the attack. So those central defenders who have crazy high stamina, crazy speed, amazing mobility, and actually help to increase the numbers in the midfield. So I think you're going to see an evolution of the central defender, and I think we're going to see an even greater evolution of the striker as well. Um, but I think what has been very interesting is the whole thing of the inside forward. Because again, I'm still a fan of two strikers, man. I'm still a fan of two strikers, but it's funny how we've moved away from having the strike partnership to the false nine, ball playing striker, and the inside forward, which Liverpool, Klopp's Dortmund did really well. I think yeah, so really Klopp has really been that guy who's really done that the best. I.e., well, see Dortmund he didn't have inside forwards, so as a Dortmund, Klopp had the ball playing striker and Lewandowski, and just loads of attacking midfielders. But I think in Liverpool, he has obviously the ball playing striker in Firmino, but he now has the two inside forwards in Mane and Salah. So, uh, Titanic is why I don't like Leonardo DiCaprio. I respect him as a guy and everything, but Titanic is the reason why I can't stand DiCaprio because I can't stand his face. I don't watch horror movies, man. So Twilight Zone in my thing, and I will not be watching It Chapter 2 because I watched It Chapter 1 and that scared the living crap out of me. So would Icardi, Cavani, Mbappe front three work without Neymar? Um, no, It wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Because there isn't a playmaker there. Neymar is a playmaker. Mbappe is an attacking player, and you have two attacking players in Icardi and Cavani. You need a guy who creates. So Neymar is the playmaker of the team. So once Neymar is in there, he playmakes and can create for Mbappe, Cavani, and Icardi. The key thing to making it work with either Icardi or Cavani in there, you need the playmaker. Now Verratti can do that. The mirror can do that, but you need somebody who remains at the last third of the pitch, consistently creating. Because really, Verratti is mainly in the middle, so Neymar is key for it to do. We're gonna have an honest conversation about the Carpe one day. Vin Diesel is categorically 100% better than the Rock as an actor, easily. Like, he doesn't stand a chance. The Rock is a crap actor, and The Rock is probably my favorite wrestler of all time. The Rock is probably my favorite wrestler of all time. He was an idol for me, but I think the Rock's effectiveness in wrestling doesn't match his effectiveness as an acting. He's not made one quality film as an actor, because he's just not been able to pick a film that has been able to fully encapsulate his characteristic in wrestling. But Vin Diesel is a damn good actor. Forget the Fast and Furious films. Watch Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick. Vin Diesel is a very good actor, man. A very good actor. Um, Scorpion King was trash, bro. Yeah, no, no. Look, I said, look. I mean, I said again. I mean, I'm only getting into anime now, and this was based on everyone's great recommendation. So I really appreciate people who have basically been um, recommending all these things to me. So um, at the moment right now, the best I've seen is One Punch Man. Uh, Attack on Titan is very crazy. You know, it's very dark, like really dark. And it's quite it's got a mood. It's but I want to finish it first, and then get back into. But yeah, no, it's been interesting doing a deep dive into the anime world, man. Just learning about all these things. So yeah, it's pretty good. Um, see what else you guys are saying, man. Chino. Yeah, yeah. No, look. I mean, sorry. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I thought was trash. As a film, like it's Tarantino's worst film, and yeah, he did disrespect Bruce Lee majorly, massive disrespect of Bruce Lee. I mean, you cannot disrespect a legend like that. And the scene was so stupid. It was the dumbest scene you've ever seen. It was a very very dumb scene. Um, 17 max for Tammy. Chill. How 32? He'll get 30 G's. 30 G's this season. Um, you know what I'm saying? Is that Eminem or Nas? Is that a real question? Nas, like Nas all day, every day. Like that's it's not even close. Basically Ilmatic, man. No, I mean, but no, come on, guys. Surely you can't tell me there's a debate between Arsenal and Chelsea as to which is the bigger club in terms of football. Okay, like until Arsenal win the Champions League, they can't talk to Chelsea. Now, as I said again, Arsenal have more fans than Chelsea and a bigger global media reach than them, so 100% for sure. But in terms of footballing achievements and footballing quality, it's Chelsea. Multiple league titles, multiple FA Cup titles. Chelsea's head to head with Arsenal is superior. Ask did they draw Drogba, and Chelsea have been in two Champions League finals and have won one. They should have been in three. They should have been in three. But fair enough, they were in two and they won one out of the two. Arsenal were in one Champions League final and they lost that. So come on, man. And again, to this day, there's only one London team who are Champions League winners, which is Chelsea. So Tottenham, Arsenal, West Ham, bow down to Chelsea, man. Come on, man. Just respect your fathers, man. No, no, they better not, man. If no, they better not, man. Yeah, no. Look, I mean, I am very interested to see what Tammy Abraham does, man. I mean, as I said it again, he's like I can already see already that he's a really good. The guy's a really good player. The guy's a really good player. And look, the whole next Drogba thing, I was just doing that just for fun, man. Drogba is one of the best lone strikers of all time. Of all time. He's one of the best lone strikers of all time. So yeah, that's some. Those are impossible shoes to fill. But I am liking what I'm seeing from Tammy Abraham. I think his combination and his chemistry with Mount, I think, is really good. I think him and Mount are forming a really great understanding and a really great chemistry and a really great back and forth. And I think if Lampard can help cultivate that, I think Chelsea can score a lot of goals. See, all Lampard needs to work on is the defense. If Chelsea have a mean the defense and they focus on keeping clean sheets, Chelsea will get a lot of points because Chelsea will score a lot of goals. They will create a lot of chances, and I think they'll score goals. So if Lampard realizes that these guys were going to score goals, just work on like for Lampard, get a defensive coach. Okay, get it. So you obviously don't know defense. Get a flipping a defensive coach and just preach defense, preach the defense, man. And that's the thing. So, but for Tammy, I don't know how many goals he's gonna get. I don't know. You know, I think if he gets 17, that'll be great. 17 for your first full season in the Premier League, I think that will be great. But if you're Tammy, man, aim for the skies, man. Aim for the skies. Aim for the skies. Aim for the skies. You know. So, but I think look with every game he's getting better, and building an understanding of those that are around him, and so um, that's Coolio. Oh, good old Wenger, man. So, who do you think is better, Pepe or Lozano? I think Pepe is the more gifted natural footballer, but if you put Lozano in the right system, I think he can be more effective. You know, I think Pepe can work in almost any system, I believe, because I don't think he's reliant on being in a defensive and attacking system. But I think for Lozano, you have to have a counter-attacking team that are small and play the ball direct because I think he's a very direct player, as most Mexicans are. So I think for Lozano, it just depends on the system that guys are rolling in, man. Remember, guys, using that super chat, guys. Remember to use that super chat. Support that boy, man, with that super chatterimos, man. And Adam Sandler's best film is Happy Gilmore. I'll probably do like a film review on that. Happy Gilmore is amazing, man. Eh. Chelsea invented in 2004. Relax. Don't hate, man. Don't hate. I mean, why you hating, man? Okay, you're hating me because Zad led them to Europa League win. And as someone said, Chelsea, Champions League, and the Europa League. there we go. Two European trophies, man. That's big. I thought Hudson Odoi was back in training. That's what I had. I think Hudson Odoi was back in training. Um, all right, guys. Look, man. I think it's time for me to eat, man. I am starving, man. I haven't really eaten all this. So yeah, um, munch. Have some munch. Attack on Titan, and I might go on some Twitch. I might do some Twitch after much, and I'll say yeah, I've got to do. So I think the meal for tonight is pasta. So actually, for you budding chefs out there, I'll do another cooking video for you budding chefs out there. This is money. This right here is money. I don't know how well you can see it, but if you can find this on, I think basically you can find this on Amazon, I believe. This goes superb with your meals. Absolutely superb. Trust me, HH verified. This is flipping amazing, man. Right there, flipping amazing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do some pasta, some broccoli. I fried the broccoli off, some nice olive oil. I might put a bit of salad in there, some tomatoes, and then boom, binge and just get these Attack on Titan episodes the hell out of here, man. And then yeah, we'll probably come back with another live vid tomorrow, man. But yeah, look, international break, man. I will try and keep you guys as entertained throughout this international break. But obviously, it's good though. Um, what's it called? Friday is Germany against Thingy. That's cool. Um, LL, your channel is getting trashier by the day. Thank you for that positive comment in there. Thank you, right? Thank you. You know, I appreciate such lovely comments, man. No, don't worry. The mill will return. Don't worry. The mill is going to return for the like. Come the CL, come the Champions League, the mill is going to return for sure. The mill is going to return for sure. Um, so, um, what do you mean that took the mill? But look, guys, look. I mean, but before I go, though, look. As I said again, look. I I'm a football guy, and I love footballing quality. Mbappe, the Us, Verratti, Van Dijk, Koulibaly, all those guys. And it is paining me that we've not yet seen Zad because I think Zad has been taking so much heat and so many insults from guys, man. But I trust me, just like you guys, because I said again, 2.5 billion are going to tune in to watch Zad play because right now he is the most. I think I read something. I read like his stats somewhere that he is probably the most beloved footballer on the planet. And I was like, what? And I was like, wait a minute, what? I thought it was Messi or Cristiano. They said, no. Zad is the most beloved and the most followed and the most talked about footballer on the planet. Like literally every single person is like, I think they say that you speak to people like in flipping Greenland, in Alaska, Antarctica thingy. Everyone is like, no man, like when is Hazard playing? When is Hazard playing? Like I think I spoke to someone and like they live on like one kind of remote island and they're like yo, like when is he playing, so it's like it's going to be they said it's going to be the biggest debut of a footballer in history, which is crazy. I was like, come on, that's they say no, it's going to be the biggest debut of a footballer in history. So literally, like I think everyone, like the entire world, is building up to that right now, man. So and yeah, it's going to be huge. And I think because I spoke to Zad like I think a few days ago, and I said like, wait, aren't you nervous? I was like, aren't you nervous? And he's like, no, I'm cool. I was like, yo, 3 billion people are going to watch you. But he's like, no, I'm not nervous. I'm cool. So I can't wait to see Zad play because I will stand by this fully. He is a fantastic football player and he's just ridiculously talented and he's 100% one of the best players in the world. Easily, like he is in clearly in that tier one of the best for footballers in the world. Like what he did at the World Cup and what he did for Chelsea last season put him in that 1%. Put him 100% in that 1%. And I just can't wait for him to see. So things I want to see. I want to just see Zad ball for Real Madrid. I want to see Mbappe win that CL one day. And I want Chelsea to prove everyone wrong by getting into the semis. Because guys, if Chelsea do end up, what if after everything Chelsea actually end up in that Champions League semis? Guys, it's been swell. It's been good. I will see you guys tomorrow. Be well. Stay sweet. Peace out. Stay true.